Hello, witches, especially those witches who are members of the LGBTQ community. This live broadcast or the replay is for you. So welcome, you witches of the LGBTQ community, or if you have friends and family of that community, welcome as well. This live broadcast or the replay is just for you. We know that in recent times, that the LGBTQ community, especially if they are witches, have been targeted. Everybody's talking about this so-called gay agenda to turn society gay, and the excuse that you are not born gay, it's the food, it's the baby food that you are being fed when you are a baby that is turning you gay. I know it's a hot debate. Is it nature or is it nurture that makes somebody gay or straight? We still don't know. We are still trying to figure it out. For those members of the LGBTQ community, I know you have a target on your back, especially now, especially with ultra conservatives, especially Christians. Christians hate you if you are gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, queer. They hate you. They hate you just as much as they hate witches. If you are a member of the LGBTQ community, Christians hate you just as much as they hate witches. But let me tell you something. It's not really about you. It's not really about the LGBTQ community. It's not. It's about sex. It's about Christians, and I will say Christians because that's the truth. It's about Christians trying to control sex. Christians trying to control who you have sex with. Because to Christians, sex is dirty. Sex is nasty. Sex is disgusting. Sex is demonic, especially if you have sex with a member of the same sex. It's about controlling who you have sex with. Did you know that Christians want to put police in your bedroom to monitor who you have sex with? Christians are obsessed with who you are giving or getting oral sex from. They want to know who dick you're sucking on. They want to know whose pussy you are eating. And we know that many people who are against this community are gay themselves. Why do you think people fight so hard against the LGBTQ community? Because they themselves are struggling with their own sexuality. It's not very much about you. It's about the control of sex. Sex to Christians is dirty, nasty. How dare you have sex with somebody of the same sex? How dare you have sex out of marriage? But yet they just finished sucking the dick of a man. That woman just finished eating another woman's pussy. There's nothing wrong with sucking dick or eating pussy or having booty sex. There's nothing wrong with that. That's natural. And yes, it is natural for a man and a woman to do it to each other. That's normal. But Christians follow their Bible, which is a crock of shit. Their Bible is full of fairy tales. Nothing in the Bible actually happened. Nothing in the Bible should be taken as reality, because it's not. The Bible is fiction. It's not real. But I feel like Christianity is a mental illness. It's a mental illness. and they become radicalized. They become crazy. They become fucked up, and they impose their ultra conservative views on you. Why? Because they want to be you. They are struggling with their own sexuality. It's not really about you being a member of the LGBTQ community. It's about these Christians struggling with their own sexuality. They are gay, but they can't come out publicly saying, I just sucked a man's dick, I just ate pussy. Those people, or the people that you encounter who just hates your guts for being gay, they are gay. They are gay. They are gay. They wish they could come out of the broom closet. But what makes things worse for the gays or the members of the LGBTQ community is if you are a witch on top of being a member of that community. Then Christians really do come for you. Oh, this person is not only gay, not only bisexual, not only transgendered, not only queer, not only a lesbian, but they are also a witch. So now we really need to pile up on top of them. That's what they're saying behind closed doors. We really have to exterminate these gays who are also witches. Because they wish they could be both. They wish they could be both. But they cannot. They cannot. They can't. They can't live their truth like members of the LGBTQ can. You can live your truth. They can't. For those of you who are former Christians, former devout Christians like myself, you know how strict the Abrahamic faiths are. You know how strict Christianity, Islam, and Judaism is. You know how strict they are. But there is no faith that is on top of us more than Christians. You know, Christians believe that they are the elite, that they should get special treatment, that they are God's child or God's chosen, or they are favored by Christ, or that they are superior to everybody else, that they are the chosen ones, that they are better than anyone else. And when I see that, when somebody who is a Christian comes to me like that, I look at them like, you can't be God's chosen or God's favorite when you have to draw eyebrows on your head and you have titties like mosquito bites. Why didn't God give you breasts? Why did he give you mosquito bites? Why did he give you a booty like a pancake? Because as flat as your booty is, you are definitely not giving or receiving booty sex, because you have to have a big booty to get anal sex the right way, the pleasurable way, the comfortable way. And that can't happen if you have a booty like a pancake. Okay, let me just put that out there, because I've encountered Christians like that who have come up to me trying to start some shit with me, and I look at their titties and say, what happened to your titties? Why do you have titties like mosquito bites? Where's your ass at? Where's the booty at? Because you're definitely not getting anal sex with a flat booty. You're not. You're not. It's not really about you, members of the LGBTQ community. It's not really about you. It's about the control of sex. It's the definition of sex according to Christians that disgust them. But when you look at their spouse, their husband, their wife, you think to yourself, who would have sex with that ugly little thing? Who would have sex with that troll? Who would have sex with that ugly little thing? That man is not performing oral or anal sex the right way just by looking at him or just looking at her. It's not really about you. It's really about the control of sex, trying to regulate sex, trying to make rules in the law about sex. It's Christians making up lies about gay people having sex with children. That's not true. That does not happen. Sex in the gay community happens between consenting adults. That means they all agree to have sex. Sex is not dirty, but to Christians, sex is very dirty and nasty and yucky and ill, especially if you are gay. Because many Christians still believe that you can only get HIV or AIDS if you are gay. That's not true. It wasn't too long ago when being gay was thought to be a mental illness. Being gay is not a mental illness. Being gay is not a mental illness. What is a mental illness is how the world treats you because you are gay. You can't go to these Christian camps and be converted to being straight. What are they called? Conversion camps? I believe that's what it's called, conversion camps, to become straight. That doesn't work. It doesn't. You can't pray the gay away like how I was taught when I was a Christian. As a Christian, growing up in the church, I was taught to only help gay people by praying the gay away. You cannot pray the gay away. It's not going to work. It has never worked. It will never work. This might be a shocker too, but everybody has somebody in the family. They may not know them. They may never meet them, but everybody in the families have someone who is gay. Gay in the way that it may be flamboyant, or gay in which you may never know they were gay. Because at the end of the day, witches of the LGBTQ community, it's nobody's business. Because what are you really going to do about somebody being gay? What are you really going to do? And why do you care? And Christians use the excuse of, oh, I'm just worried about the children. Oh, please, why don't somebody think about the children? Christians don't give a fuck about children. You know, they have these food organizations in Africa to help those poor black kids, but come back to America and treat the black kids like, looking like me, like thugs. They're not going to Africa to feed those black kids. They're going to Africa to get something: gold, diamonds, oil. They're not feeding those African kids. They're not. Do you really think that a Christian would feed blacks? They wouldn't. Because there's no money to be made there. That's why. There is no money to be made there at all. They're not feeding anyone. It's all a cover. It's not actually happening. It's to fill their pockets with gold, diamond, and oil. They're not going to Africa to feed no blacks. Okay, let me just say it like that. Now, going back to the topic at hand, that's why I support the LGBTQ community. That's why I support witches of the LGBTQ community, because we are all we have. Okay? We are all we have. Witches only have each other. Witches only have each other. We don't have anybody else. We can't rely on nobody else. But Christians are obsessed with sex and who you're having sex with, because they are in the closet. They are struggling with their own sexuality. It doesn't have too much to do with you. Christians don't care about drag queens reading to kids in the library. They don't care about that. Christians want the whole world to come into what they call kingdom order. Come under the ruling of Christ. And anybody who disagrees with them should be killed. But try to whoop the ass of a witch. But you stay safe out there. Just try it. Just try it. Just you try it. Be stupid enough to try it. Be stupid enough to try to go against someone who is a member of the LGBTQ community and also a witch. Especially a high priestess like myself who protects those people of the LGBTQ community. I am high priestess Autumn Phoenix. It's my job to work with witches alongside the queen of witches, Hecate, to bring about real, significant, and permanently positive change through witchcraft. And if that means protecting witches of the LGBTQ community, then I have to do it because I'm a high priestess. That's why. But I'm not going to let anybody bully somebody else who is the member of the LGBTQ community. It's not going to happen on my watch. It's not. Because I will get to swinging. I don't like bullies. I don't. And Christians are big bullies. And they need a big witch like myself to bring them down back to earth. And I have no problem doing that. I don't. I really don't. Because if you don't push back against these people will control every part of your life. It's not really about you. It's about the control. It's about the control of sex. I don't know why Christians think about same-sex people having sex with each other. That sounds perverted to me. Why do Christians go on their platforms of thousands of followers, go on television, and spew hate against this community? Because what they're really doing is thinking about two people of the same sex having sex. Why are you thinking about two people of the same sex having sex, having intercourse? Why are you thinking about that? If you're not gay yourself, if you're talking about it so much, you keep talking about the gay agenda, the LGBTQ agenda, oh, the children. Please think about the children, making up a lie saying that it's the food that makes you gay, it's the baby formula that makes you gay. Some women can't breastfeed, okay? Some women don't want to breastfeed. Some women don't want to make their own baby food when the baby can finally eat solid food. There is no gay drug in the baby food or the baby formula that is making people gay. I said at the beginning of this broadcast, I asked the question of, is it nature or is it nurture that determines if somebody's gay? I don't know. I believe maybe it's a little bit of both. But to say that it's the food, that's retarded. You are a retard if you say it's the food the baby food or the baby formula that is making children gay. You're a retard. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Because you are. It's not really about you, members of the LGBTQ community. But as a witch, and you happen to be a member of that community, you need to protect yourself. You need to learn, like I've been talking about for years, learn self-defense, learn how to use a knife, learn how to fire a gun, learn protection spells to protect yourself in your home, especially if you are living in a neighborhood who is very much against this community. Use powerful protection spells. Go to your chosen God or goddess or deity or ancestor or familiar or spirit animal or Hecate and ask for protection and act on what they tell you to do to protect yourself. Because it's not in the interest of any witch to be somebody's punching bag. It's not. So I wanted to come on here live and clarify this as to what it really is about when it comes to the LGBTQ community. So you're not, wondering why Christians hate you. Especially hate you if you are a witch and a member of this community. You need to hear the truth so that you are aware. Now you know what to do as well to protect yourself. So thank you, witches, for joining me for this quick live pop-up broadcast. I will leave this up for the replay, and I will share this in my stories and on my other social media platforms. Don't forget to share this broadcast with members of the LGBTQ community, especially if they also happen to be a witch. Tell them that there is a high priestess in New York who is anointed and appointed by the Queen of Witches to guide and counsel witches with real, significant, and permanently positive change through witchcraft. Thank you, witches, once again for joining me live, or if you're watching a replay or watching it on my other social media platforms. And now I release you into the rest of your evening. Bye, everyone.